Tawks, what it do? I had a guy on the last live. He was complaining in the comments that I spent a lot of time talking about the Odyssey. And it's like, dude, anybody that follows this channel knows that I'm actually a bit of a cinephile. We spend a good amount of time talking about movies and media, lots of different things, not just boxing. Because at the end of the day, boxing, especially at this moment, it doesn't really offer you that much to talk about. We usually cover the big subjects, but he got mad that we were talking about the Odyssey. And I'm just thinking, like, Brody, you've been complaining about that for 6 days. What are you still doing here? Because he said 6 days ago, well, nobody cares what movies you watch. Okay, then don't watch me. What are you still doing here 6 days later? But obviously, I'm not going to stop talking about movies. I think Spider-Man comes out, what is it, a week and a half from now? Want to take the family to see that? We'll see. We'll see, because it's going to be hard to get into that one. I'm expecting a lot of people for that movie. I'm excited. I've liked all the Tom Holland Spider-Mans. They've all been pretty good. That whole crew's getting back together. Tom Holland, Zendaya, John Bernthal, supposed to be my twin brother. I think I'm better looking personally. But of course I'm going to say that. There's a lot of talk about Devin Haney's DAZN deal. First fight of the deal is supposed to be Keyshawn. It's a good fight. We kind of been through it already, though. That I think Keyshawn can keep on him. Shout out to King Lopez for making the point that he made, because that really stuck with me. That, like, yeah, Keyshawn has seen that style probably a trillion times in the gym with Shakur. And, in the build-up, he's likely going to spar him to prepare for Devin. Shakur is more than capable of mimicking that style. Shout out to Rabbi McGoldensteinberg. He's more than capable of mimicking that style to help Keyshawn prepare for the fight. So, I think that people are fans of Devin for other reasons other than his boxing, right? Because as a boxer, he's not the least bit entertaining. Like, if you're really trying to convince me that you're content watching 3 minutes of jabbing and grabbing, yeah, I don't believe you. I think you support that guy for some other reason. I don't really know what it is, and I don't really care what it is either. But people don't watch boxing for shit like that. Like, I think it's just a lot of people making disingenuous arguments. Maybe what they like about Devin is how he moves business-wise, because he does exhibit a talent for getting at the bag. He did it at Matchroom and DAZN. Then he did it at Top Rank. Then he did it with Turkey for a while. Now he's back over at DAZN. I think they like him for other reasons. It's very hard for me to digest that people like watching a fight where not a lot is happening. Like, that sort of defeats the purpose of watching combat sports. What draws most people to them is the drama, where there's no drama in a Devin Haney fight, not if he's winning. It's just a couple of jabs, moves around, throws a couple of jabs. I mean, like, seriously? But there are hipsters in every space. There are always those people that like to lean into the unpopular opinion. They want to be different so fucking bad. I fucking hate those people. I really hate those fucking people. You just want to be different. You just want to be on the edge. Fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. You think people watch combat sports for guys like William Skull? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Shout out to Drew. Oscar is clearly crashing out and sees that cutting him out will be easy. DAZN don't need him past the guys he has. And under contract, the Trojan horse. The funny thing is that he likened Zuffa to the Trojan horse, Drew. And if anybody's the Trojan horse, it's not Zuffa. It's Turkey. Turkey's the one that everybody accepted into their homes, like the Trojans accepted the Trojan horse. Turkey's the one that everybody celebrated because it heralded the war was over, like the promoters heralded the wars between each other being over, because he came in paying for everything. If anybody's the Trojan horse in the story, it really is Turkey more than Dana White. Dana White, he came out swinging, talking shit, criticizing the job that people were doing. If anybody's the Trojan horse, it's Turkey. And he is, Turkey is having his fun because in a lot of ways he's playing both sides. Like, yeah, obviously he's invested in Zuffa, but he does own shares in DAZN as well. So it's not one way. Could he be using one to sabotage the other? Some of the decisions at DAZN, it's just hard to understand. You're expecting people this weekend to kick out $60 for a layup. And then that same day, you're expecting $75 for a fighter who hasn't fought in 3 years against an Aussie at that. You're expecting Americans to pay this. Some of these decisions don't make sense. And that's the weekend of boxing where Zuffa, look, nobody gives a shit about Edgar Berlanga and nobody gives a shit about Hitchens. But at least it doesn't cost you anything extra. And it's on a Sunday, so you don't have to divide your attention, What it do, MW2? What it do, Pumpkin? What it do, Hawker? Boxing is a little slow right now. No, the thing is, there's stuff going on. It's just that we've been all through it. We've been all through it. The AJ stuff, the Fury stuff, the Haney stuff, the Keyshawn stuff. We've been all through it. There's not a lot of mystery in the sport right now. August is going to be a really busy month. Because MVP has 3 cards. I know MVP has indefinitely 3 cards. Zepeda versus Roach is that month. Clarissa Shields has her fight that month for those to whom it may concern. I think Matchroom's got something going on next month. I think they do. David Benavidez had to start a new Instagram account. I followed it. I got to follow the Mexican Monster. I got to keep up with his stories. He had to make a new Instagram account, which proves that, his ex hacked his account, and now he can't get into it. The name of the new account is DB. It's DB. I don't know what she wants with his old account. I don't know what the fuck she wants to do with that. Shout out to Drew. Oscar was wide open for Saudi for his Latino night. Glacier praises Golden Boy Promotions but clowns DAZN. Turkey Sella also own 15% of Paramount post Warner Brothers merger. I didn't know that. They own a piece of that? Of Paramount. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Those guys got deep pockets, man. They got scary money, those guys, Drew. Scary money. Like, money is clearly not an object to them. But the one point that Oscar made, Drew, that is valid, look at that golf league that they started over there. And they paid all that money to get all those top golfers over there. And in the end, they ended up scaling that back. And that's what's going to happen with Zuffa. Like, you can't think that they can keep spending money this way. The goal has got to be that you draw enough attention to yourself to build a stable. And once you do that, you can operate independently. Because, so long as you're kicking out ridiculous purses, everybody's going to want to sign. But eventually, that's going to stop. That's the one thing that Oscar said that is true. Like, they're not going to keep paying guys what they paid Conor Benn or what they're paying Shakur Stevenson. That's just for right now that they're getting started. Eventually, they're going to scale all of that back. DAZN has signed Bevan. Yeah, right. More pay-per-views, man. What are you going to do, bro? What are you going to do? They got to phase those guys out, man. Those guys like Devin and Shakur and T.O. because they're the root of the problem. If you could restart with Raymond Murataya and Abdullah Mason and Emiliano and Xander, because everybody wants to be on pay-per-view for the promise that maybe they'll make more money. And no, you're not going to. This weekend is a perfect example. Oh, I feel like most of the money that Zoo versus Spence is gonna make, that's gonna be in Australia, bro. That is, yeah, like most of the money that shit is gonna generate is gonna be in that market. People don't believe in Errol Spence Jr. enough 3 years later that they gotta pay $80 to see him. That's insanity. That's what I'm preaching, Hawker. That's exactly what I'm saying. Shout out to MW2 calling it now. Big Rolo is gonna be the yeah, right. Come on, you just saying that to fuck with me. If Big Roly became the face of boxing, I would probably stop watching it and turn this into a movie channel. I'm not even kidding. I can't take the sport seriously if that happens. Like, okay, this is just a shit show now. We don't need to entertain this anymore. I'm gonna turn this into a movie/fitness channel. If Roly became the face of boxing. I think T.O.'s gonna beat him. Hawker said Spence has a lot of fans, but not. Well, yeah, I mean, if you fans that don't pay is like a girlfriend that doesn't lay. What's the fucking point? Right? What's the point in the dates and the hand holding if you can't, what is the point? If you have fans that don't pay, then you don't have fans. That's how I look at that. Motherfuckers sitting around all day talking about you on Twitter and YouTube. If they're not paying when you're fighting, they're not really fans. Fans support. Nah, I don't think Rolly's going to beat him, bro. I think that Rolly and T.O. have the same thing going on that David and Zerto had going on, to where Teofimo has sparred this guy enough times. He knows exactly how to beat him, and he's got his number. I think T.O.'s going to win that fight. Shout out to SSS. Where did Benavidez complain about Conor Benn's pay? Tried to find the article or interview. It's a Spanish interview. The interview, if you know what you can do? You could go to my Twitter page. I posted it on my Twitter page. You're going to have to scroll down, but it's on my Twitter page, and it's in Spanish. There's not an article written about it. It's in Spanish that he says all this stuff. Raise your hand if you're going to buy this bullshit pay-per-view. Jules, did I hear you say someone's fighting live? Yeah. Amanda's next fight is on TikTok. But that's a layup. Yo, why the fuck is my shit moving so damn slow, man? Let me see something. My shit moving super slow. It's doing that bullshit again. Let me see. Delete the data. Shit moving hella slow. I might need to start an incognito window. I tried that once, and it kind of smoothed things out. I think it's because the incognito window, there's nothing really running in the background while you're in the incognito window. So I might try that. I don't know what you guys' obsession with Rolly is. Like, I don't find nothing about that dude amusing. Like, if anything, that's Rolly is the signal that, okay, you need to find a different sport to watch. If this fucking idiot represents any level of elitism in the sport, you probably should watch a different sport. I would probably start watching some other shit for real. Heido, shout out to my man Heido. Clayface is random to. It is. I saw the trailer. Bro. Y me gustó. Like, I could watch it because there's definitely enough material there to do a standalone movie. And you already know what the buildup is going to be. That moment where Clayface is confronted with the Batman. So I think starting a story from the villain's perspective is actually a nuanced, quasi new way to go. Starting a movie from the villain's perspective. If you notice the last few years, they've been doing that with Disney villains. Like they did that with Maleficent, where they start the movie from the villain's perspective. And it looks like a decent movie. It looks pretty good. I would still watch your live. Yeah, shout out to Marty. Rolly is the closest pro to a YouTube boxer. The way he moves is for real. Like I don't know what people like about that guy. That when I see that dude, it tells me like I don't know how anybody could take this sport seriously. Where it's at now, where it was versus where it's at. When I look at Rolly, I'm like, I don't really see how anybody could take the sport seriously. Especially with the dawn of the content creator that only really does things for the algorithm. An error occurred. Wait a moment. Then what the fuck? Here we go with this bullshit again. Let me fucking post a link for you guys so you could jump on. Right now, they're doing a press conference for Spence versus Zoo. Probably the last one before they fight each other. I don't think they have anything else to say to each other. I'm genuinely intrigued by that fight, but it's absolutely ridiculous how low the bar set that. Oh, give me a break. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I hear you. I think it's just I like that fight, but the bar is set really low that they would even try that shit, bro. Guy who hasn't fought in 3 fucking years. $80, please, bruh.
Some Spencer Zoo.
Yeah, that dude ain't fought in 3 years, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, for real. That's a long ass time.
And he coming off an L, and you gotta pay $80 to see him.
Hey, it's funny because what's his name? It's fight week, and we got Boo Boo Andrade coming off in 3 years too.
That's another dude. But his fight ain't pay-per-view. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go live for that, right? I'm gonna go live for that round one, right? I'm going live for that tomorrow.
All right, let's go.
No, we got. No, we got to get down with the Andre, bro. Fucking undefeated loves Andre, bro. You crazy?
We're gonna see the zone pan out on the fucking audience and crowd and shit. We're gonna see Brim with 2 grannies and shit.
For real, he gonna
do the slots and shit.
I'm actually surprised it's not pay-per-view, man. I mean, everybody else is. Why not follow the trend?
I would not mind watching Boo Boo versus Berlanga on Zuffa.
No, I wouldn't mind that. I think a power play, and we kind of touched on this before. A power play for Zuffa would be getting Demetrius over there. Whoever's mic is doing that, mute yourself. I don't want to hear that shit. Get Caleb Plant over there. Get Demetrius Andrade over there. And you could do a little round robin with those, because those guys are at the end of the road, really. Like, Demetrius is 38. Caleb got to be like, what, 36? So he's somewhere in there.
He's old already, too. Yeah, they're up
somewhere in there. But you could do a little thing with them. Like, those guys are done fighting for belts, and they're done at, top level. But you can make them fight each other. And as long as it's a regular fight, like no pay-per-view, please. Yeah, I would watch that shit.
Charlo, too. Too.
I mean, you're right, too. Boo Boo should have been over there fucking... been the first guy to be over there yelling out, Dana, let me in Zuffa, should have been done that shit first.
Give me Boo Boo versus Derevianchenko. I'll get it. I'll take it.
Nah, he would never take a fight like that. Like, he's coming back, and he gives it away that you're coming back, and you're not talking about fighting Jaime. No está hablando de peleando con el cubano tampoco, the IBF champion. You're not talking about fighting Hamza Shiraz. Who are you talking about? Edgar. Why would you? Okay, why do you want to fight Edgar? Because he's at Zuffa. Ah, I
You need a
see.
payday.
Ah, needs a payday.
Payday. You need
One
payday.
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 One
Plus,
payday.
also,
I know
he
that.
actually has a
Get the
he
fuck out
actually
of
has
here,
a
man.
chance of beating Edgar, though, man.
Well, no, I mean, no country. I mean, like, if they fought, I would go with Demetrius to beat Edgar. Like, yeah,
yeah.
Edgar's. You know what Edgar is? He's bigger, Rolly. He's big,
Bro,
Rolo.
Edgar is like he's got that. I don't know, man. Edgar's
No, wait a minute. Pause. Wait a minute. Rolly's got some more skill than Edgar does.
No. Listen. No.
I don't
Listen.
think what
You know
Not by
how? No,
much.
you no.
Not
You
by
know how?
much.
You know how
I agree.
Pikachu. You know how Pikachu evolves into Raichu. He evolves into Raichu.
Yeah.
Charizard evolves into what is it? Charmander. One of them, right?
Uh-huh.
If you pour water on Rolly and leave him on the windowsill for 3 days, you get Edgar Berlanga. He turns into Edgar Berlanga. It's the same shit. Same shit.
This is the same boo boo that got dropped by Desmond Nicholson. Didn't Berlanga
bro.
fight Desmond Nicholson? He dropped him like 4 times.
Yeah, but if we go off of the triangle, right? You know what that means when that happens, right? You know what that usually means? That the guy who looked like shit is probably gonna win. See, Bernard lost to Jermaine. Jermaine lost to Kelly, but Kelly lost to Bernard. You see? What's the other one? Joe Joyce beat Joseph Parker. Joe Joyce lost to Zile Zhang. Zile Zhang lost to Joseph Parker. Like the triangle is wild, but like, yeah, if the guy that looked like shit in that situation, that's the guy that ends up that's the guy that ends up winning. You know? So yeah, Demetrius can beat Edgar Berlanga. And if he fucking can't, bro, yo, you better go do a mixtape or something.
Go find the win record.
Better go do a mixtape or something, bro.
Him and Clarissa can collaborate, man.
Right.
With Andy Ruiz as a feature.
Andy Ruiz gonna be on the hook. He gonna be on the hook, bro. They could do a We Are the World. You remember We Are the World Country when they got everybody together? They could do that shit. You get
We are the
Broner.
bums.
We are the bums. We are the children. You know what I'm saying? You could do that shit. 50 just randomly started fucking with Clarissa. That's why you can't fuck with that dude. Because once he start fucking with you, he never stopped fucking with you. Like she had like a condom on her head or some type of shit. And it's like, yo, man, y'all need to leave that dude alone. I've been saying it that once she leaves the boxing space, she's one of these folk that you don't realize how good you have it. In boxing, they give you a lot of dignity and a lot of respect within the space. But outside of that, in the hip hop space, they don't give a fuck about your gold medals. They don't give a fuck about your belt. They don't care about none of that shit. They not gonna kiss your ass. And really, every other space is like that.
She was prepping for that new weave. That's what that shit was.
Yeah, that's what that was. But you know, I'll say this. You know, when I looked at that, the first person I thought about was George Costanza on Seinfeld. Because you know, bitches would give a bald motherfucker a hard time for being a bald motherfucker. But it's like, but a lot of y'all bitches is bald. A lot of y'all bitches hairline, y'all look like Keith Thurman. Clarissa Shields is one of these bitches. She is. So how it's okay for you to put on a motherfucking Sparta helmet, but if George gets a toupee, right? If a dude do that, they gonna laugh at him like, but like y'all do that shit on the Reggie. Y'all do that shit. And everybody just, you know, we gotta eat that. Like, yeah, y'all do that shit on the Reggie. You know. Shit is crazy out here. Like bitches got war paint and shit. They showed what's the MMA bitch round one? The Chinese one? Chike Chang. What's up? Zhang Zile? Some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yo, that bitch had like a 7-layer cake of makeup on her fucking face for she don't even look like the same person, dog. The only reason you know it's because of her jawline. Cause she got a Roblox jaw.
Yeah, she did.
It's just weird shit. She's got a Roblox jaw. Like, yo, this bitch has shaped like a remote control.
She looked like one
Bro,
of the
she's made
blockheads
in
from
China.
Minecraft. Hey,
Say it
Jules,
again.
does she look like one of the blockheads from Minecraft and shit? She's all heads all
No, her
square.
jaw. Well, I just fucking said that, country. Jesus. I just
Well, I
said
didn't hear
that.
you say that part. You know
How
what?
the fuck
Oh well.
did you not hear me say that?
Because everybody
But-
else was talking. It's that simple.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey,
Listen,
fuck him
No,
up,
you
country.
get the
Fuck him
fuck
up.
out of here. I
There
got
you
enough
go.
of you,
bitch.
damn it.
There you go.
the bitch looked like she had a whole cheesecake. Like, you should go see this shit. Like, she don't even look like herself. She look like she got a whole cheesecake on her fucking face, bro. And you know they get away with it. They get away with that shit. But you know, let it, because I just saw the episode where George got the fucking toupee and Elaine kept fucking with him. And that's the first shit that came to mind. Like, yo, Clarissa, you bald in a motherfucker, bitch. You are bald in a all that shit that you be with, you bald in a motherfucker, bitch. And you talk a lot of shit. I think that's the main thing that gets me. It's not that. Beauty standards are a ritual. You know, men have their grooming rituals. We get haircuts, we get tapers, yada, yada, yada. You go to the gym, you build yourself up, yada, yada, yada. Women have their rituals as well. But it's the fact that she talks so much shit. Like, Ma, don't tell me you're not jealous of Alicia when you ran out and bought a wig so you could look like you have the same hair. That the motherfuckers don't pay attention to that shit. That, you know, the hairpiece that she wears, she's trying to imitate Alicia's hair. That's Alicia's hair that grows out of her head. And you literally ran out and bought a wig to look like that, but then turn around and say, yeah, this bitch is jealous of me. I don't think so, bitch. I don't think so. Like, nah, I don't think that.
No.
Yeah, for real. Huh? It does
If you
look
if
like
you
her hair.
if
You can
she
buy
she's
anything.
she you this is what I'm saying, bro. When she was beefing with Remy, what she ran out and did? She ran out and got a Remy Martin wig
Yeah,
with the
she did.
with the gold
She
shit
did.
down the middle. She got the shit. And you know, when you beefing with Alicia, now I'm gonna run out and get a curly one. Like, what? Like, are you sick in the head? And I think, yeah, she's kind of sick in the head. Like,
Oh yeah, remember she was beefing with Keith, so she got that Keith hairline.
I'm saying, bro, she got that Alps forehead that, like, if you was on skis, you could just slide right down her forehead, bro. The shit is like that, like, right on the motherfucking Swiss Alps, bro.
Be yodeling and shit, yodeling like hee-hoo.
But yeah, I just you know, like I notice shit like that. I notice shit like that because I do think that she has a personality disorder. Like, you could talk that shit all you want. You are jealous of that girl. You know, maybe you are a better boxer than her, right? Right. I think if you asked most people, they would tell you that Clarissa is a better boxer than Alicia in terms of X's and O's. I think they would tell you that, but you're still jealous of her because, you know, she's the cute peanut butter joint, and you out here looking crazy. You know, you out here looking crazy. Like, and yo, listen, it's not because you a chocolate joint. It's because, yo, you out here looking crazy. Like, it's an inconvenient truth that some people look better than others. I'm saying. Yeah, some bitches is prettier than other bitches. It just is what it is. And I think she really resents Alicia for that. That, like, she just gets that natural, you know, attention that a pretty girl gets. You know, you run out and buy a wig that really looks like it's her hair. Like, nobody said nothing about it. I'm like, yo, did you really run out and buy a wig so you could look like you have her hair? That's crazy. Imagine if I ran out and bought some shit that Marco's wearing because Marco's wearing it. He probably gonna shoot me. Like, what the fuck is wrong with him? What's the matter with this guy? Sick in the head, bro.
She's right up there with Wilder, bro. She's on that same mentality level, man.
Man, for real. It's a sickness.
She's like single white women. The sister, the chick that was trying to be like the other one.
There you go. That's exactly what single white female. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, yo, who do that? If I see a guy with some shit, I'm less likely to buy it. If anything, I don't want to wear the same shit that Country wore. Like, what the fuck? Then it's gonna look like I'm trying to be him.
A, B, and D.
It's gonna look like I'm trying to be him. Like, what kind of weird shit is that? Shout out to motherfucking Clay. Clarissa and Floyd got the same face creeps. Yo, they what you mean? Like, she look like him? Nah, she don't look like Floyd. Devin kind of look like Floyd, or maybe he tried to look like Floyd.
She got the
Try to
same bone.
look, try to sound. He tried to do everything but, everything else.
I remember she did that thing for Sports Illustrated, because I seen the picture the other day. I was editing a video. She did the thing for Sports Illustrated, and that's what convinced me that Papoose is gay. Like, yeah, you gay, dog. You're not gonna tell me you look at it. You're not gonna tell me you lying down with this joint. You getting bricked up off. Like, nah, you just gay, bro. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
For real, bro. I'm
I
like,
couldn't do it.
I don't know. I don't see nothing cute about her.
You know,
She
Sports
looked manly,
Illustrated.
though.
Sports Illustrated normally does this thing where they get the athletes to strip down, completely naked. They actually did it with Bernard Hopkins. Drew's got like 3 copies of that in his house, where Bernard.
Oh,
Yo, can you imagine if they asked Chavez Jr.? Drew would have had a whole stack of them shit.
Oh, forget it. He would have had that shit plastered outside the house, bro. He's a Chavez guy. He's a big Chavez guy. And they did it with her. And it was like, look, dog, and in the beginning, because it's an old issue, like she did that photo spread a long time ago. And I tried to give her grace. I tried to give her grace that, look, she's a boxer. It's not a beauty pageant. But now, having seen the personality that she has, yeah, you got to say this shit that you ugly inside and out, and that's the main thing.
She shot those photos back when we didn't dislike her so much when she shot them photos.
Yeah, because that was at a time where I was trying to give her grace, and I wasn't stuck on shit like that. But now that you see the kind of person that she is, well, all right, we ain't got to pull punches no more. You just ugly inside and out. You got to put on. You got to put on a whole lot of motherfucking war paint for motherfuckers to be able to look at your ass. Like, yeah, this is real shit. That's what my mans and them used to call that shit, war paint. Like, yeah, these bitches come out with all this war paint. That shit don't fool me. And it's a fact. But moving off of Clarissa, who's actually buying any of the pay-per-views on Saturday? Is anybody on the panel going to spend money on that shit?
I'm thinking of buying the Spence one maybe. If not, I'm thinking of buying one of them at least, and the other one I could just pirate that shit maybe. Go to the homie Captain Hook's house.
I have a real problem buying that AJ fucking one, man. I have a huge problem buying that shit. Like,
about that fight, do you comfortably got Joshua by knockout?
Oh yeah, I think he's gonna carry him for about 4 or 5 rounds. Yeah, I do. The guy is a club level guy, bro. Like this is. This is not a threat. Like it's not a threat, bro. This dude is literally a club level fighter. He's not been in there with anybody good. He's just a guy, and I think AJ will carry him for about 4 or 5 rounds just because he hasn't fought in a while. The Jake Paul fight really doesn't count. Like that's not a real fight. You didn't get real rounds with that guy. He'll carry this guy for about 4 or 5, and I think he finishes him inside of 6. Like, you don't need more than that.
Yeah, he's gonna beat this Pringles can.
I'm putting him in my parlay, and also I just seen that Cool Boy. He asked for 3 extra pounds, so he's
gonna be fat and slow, bro. I got Liam Wilson like
139.5 for Fulton.
Well, he's been fat and slow his last 3 fights. If we're being honest.
And I'm gonna say that really helps Liam because if you haven't seen Liam, he's actually really tall for his weights. Like he's like 5'9", 5'10", I think. For what was it, 130? That's tall for 130, 5'9", 5'10". But yeah, he's got height. So the 3 pounds, that's not gonna bother him. But for a little guy like Stefan, yeah, you're just going to be that much more slower, more sluggish, tack on the jet lag. You got there this week. You normally supposed to get there 2 weeks in advance. If you're ever going anywhere that's a really different time zone, it's better to get there 2 weeks in advance instead of just 1. Your body is still adjusting to that shit. So
at worst, you should have been there at least 10 days ahead of time.
Yeah, about 2 weeks. Just a little under 2 weeks. So I got Liam, and I think he's still coming off the loss to Oshaki, isn't he? He's still coming off that loss. He didn't have a fight since.
Yeah, he didn't fight since then.
Yeah, I think Liam's gonna get him. I think Liam's gonna get him.
Out. He might knock him out.
Real
Yeah,
shit.
Liam's like I said, Liam is not a small guy for those divisions. That guy has a lot of size to where, well, if you're gonna let him if you want 3 extra pounds, go ahead. Just remember, he gets to put that on too, and he has more room to carry it than you do. So you do what you do. As far as Spence, look, I'm gonna decide this now because I've really been on the fence with this thing, but I'm gonna go with Spence. I'm gonna go with
Same,
Spence.
same.
And I think the way that Spence is going to beat him, Spence has always been a sort of flat-footed fighter in the past. He's always been kind of flat-footed. The one thing I see that I noticed when he was shadow boxing, in the shit for the people, he was on his toes a little more, and I'm like, yeah, that's how you could beat Tim. Get on your toes, use your jab, and move around. Now, Tim, he still could draw you out, but Tim is so simple a fighter. That's like, nah, he's kind of he's strong and he fights hard, but he is very simple. And if Errol decides to box instead of bang, he can win this thing. So I'm gonna go with Errol. I just don't know if is he gonna knock out Tim? I don't know.
That's gonna
Maybe.
be that's a hard pick right there too.
That's what I was gonna ask you, by stoppage or decision.
I mean, on one end, you say that Tim could be shot, he could be punch drunk, but does Errol really crack hard enough to stop him? Do you think?
I mean,
To
he
the
couldn't
to
even
the
stop
body.
Crawford or like
To the body.
someone smaller.
Not to the. I wouldn't see to the body. Errol's risking getting caught. Remember when he went in on Ugas's body? That's when he got caught. That's when he got hit and he got sent into the ropes. Like, you don't want to be that close to Tim. You want to jab him from the outside and limit those exchanges. Because if you trade with him, you're going to let him in the fight. If you trade with him. I think if Errol fights cautious, stay on your toes, use your jab to come over the top of his and stick to that. Keep moving to your right. You could win a decision. Yeah. Just stay on the outside. I'm not super confident. I'm just more confident that Errol can do that than that Tim will knock him out. Because Tim, what Tim Bradley, what Paulie Malignaggi said was kind of true. If Jeff Fennick is going to give him anything, he's going to give him aggression. He's going to make him go in there and go for it. And it's like, well, if you looking for a knockout, you're going to run into a lot of shit. If you're looking for you're going to run into a lot of jabs, a lot of backhands. So yeah, I got Errol. That's my official pick. Who's that? Bylaws. Brim, what it do?
What it do, me brother? Doing my little overnight work stuff. So with Errol's the official pick.
Yeah, Errol's the official pick. I saw him, hitting the mitts and moving around. And I think if he gets on his toes and boxes, he could win the fight by decision. I'm going to go with a pussy pick. Errol by decision. I'm not going to pick him by knockout. Pussy pick, Errol by decision.
I don't think that's my pick.
That's a pussy pick.
No, it's not.
It's a conservative pick, Brim.
No, I mean it's pussy though. This fight is not an easy fight to call necessarily. It's a lot of unknown factors here, bro.
I think it's kind of a pussy pick because you got two guys who probably don't have the best punch resistance anymore. It is possible that they could hurt each other, not because they hit so hard, but because, y'all both shot. Tim, you spent the last 2 years getting your ass cooked, bro.
With two different trainers, man.
With 3 different trainers, bro.
No,
with 3.
Bro.
Remember, he was training in America. Wait, who was when Sebastian beat his ass? Who's training him?
The Cuban Salas, no?
No. Matter of fact, he was still with his uncle. When the Russian beat his ass and when Sebastian beat his ass. Then he got with Pedro for the last 2 fights.
Yes, yeah.
And now he's with Jeff Fennick. And look, Jeff was a great fighter, but I don't know nothing about him being a great trainer. What great fighters has he trained? He's a great fighter, though, Jeff. Like, hey, he's a great fighter. But a trainer? Great fighters don't usually make great trainers.
Jules, the only one that people have brought up and he was there was Victor Archinian from back in the day.
That's one guy, bro.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't Virgil Hill considered? Well, he was a really good fighter. He wasn't great.
Virgil Hill. He didn't turn out to be a great trainer, though, did he? Virgil Hill.
And I don't
Mm.
think so.
I mean,
What's the name was a good fighter though. Who's training Pacheco?
Buddy
McGirt.
Yeah. I was gonna say Buddy McGirt is kind of he was actually pretty good. Not great, but he was a
Yeah,
pretty
he
good
was
fighter.
really good. He wasn't great, but he was really good.
But he
fighter.
was really good, and he did turn out to be a great trainer, though. But usually, the great trainers were really, really shitty fighters. Fucking well, you know, not. Yeah, Bo Mack, Freddie Roach, Mayweather Senior. Mayweather
He was
Senior
decent.
wasn't great.
He was a contender.
Yeah, he was contender level, but he wasn't great. Roger was better than him. You know, Roger was the Mex
champion
killer.
twice, right? Yeah,
Roger was the Mexicutioner. You know, so he competed at a higher level than Senior. But he turned out to be a halfway decent trainer too, at least to Floyd. But Jeff. I think if Jeff's gonna give Tim anything, it's just the psychological edge. You guys haven't been with each other long enough to really embed X's and O's and new strategies. The main thing there is going to be a psychological edge. The smartest thing that Tim could do, which is also the thing that could cost him the fight, is look, this guy is in his mid-30s. He hasn't fought in 3 years. He hasn't really been hit in a long time. Gym shit don't count. You jump on him right away. You don't let him settle in. You keep him uncomfortable and keep him honest. And I think Tim is the one who should pursue the knockout. Whereas Errol, you should try your best to keep this a boxing match. Because he's used to fighting at these weights. You're not like, yeah, Tim been up here before. You haven't.
But the only thing though, Jules, Tim running in there like that, you get caught being reckless.
Yeah, but do you think
the
Tim
dynamics
can
change?
Yeah, but Tim can't win a boxing match is the main thing. That's why I say that. Imagine if Tim, he tries to go in there and for a jab fest and a feint fest with Errol. Okay, you trying to lose.
Yeah, but he can do patient pressure though. Not if you can do patient pressure, not try to be overwhelming pressure, because overwhelming pressure leaves yourself susceptible to get hit back.
Well, it's not the overwhelming pressure. It's the defensive lapses in judgment. If you're coming forward in that high guard and catching and countering out of that high guard, it's fine. You could still set a fast pace for a fight, which that's the other thing. The pacing is important. Errol hasn't fought in a long time, a real long time. 3 years is 3 years. If you get off to a fast start, Errol may not have anything by round 6. Like, dude ain't fought in fucking ages, bro. And if you look at it, the last 5 years, Errol has only fought twice in the last 5 years. Yeah. So if you jump on him, the smartest thing for Tim is jump on him early, keep him under pressure, mind the jab, right? Because, that's going to be his best weapon. Mind the jab, catch and counter out of the high guard, and force him to fight. Force him to fight when he doesn't want to fight. That's what Tim has to do. Errol, you have to do the opposite. You can't get into a gunfight with this guy. Whether you think Tim's boxing is good or not, he does hit hard. That's bankable. Like, yeah, he hits hard. So, you can't get into a gunfight with him. You have to box him. Use your feet, use your jab, move around. Errol looks a little taller than him, which I didn't expect. He looks a little taller than him, and he looks a little longer in terms of reach. So you got to use all of that. You got to be in this for the long haul, because you can't trade with this guy. He'll knock your fucking block off, But yeah, I've got Errol. I've decided, So what the fuck? Y'all just gonna sit there breathing and shit?
Oh, I got Errol too. My bad.
I don't have. I got Tim. I got the
You got Tim?
fresh. Yeah, I got Tim, and I got a fresh cup of motherfucking Bustelo and the 100 burning.
Damn. You know what I'm saying? But hey, yeah. So that's gonna be the fight of the weekend. That one. It's a good fight. Edgar, look, if you've never seen Steven Butler, the guy that Edgar's fighting, that is the Glass Joe of Glass Joes. That is the Canadian Amir Khan without the hand speed and without the Olympic pedigree. That is a guy that he can never just lose. He has to get fucking splattered. That's who they got for Edgar.
Yeah,
Edgar
didn't he
is
lose to
gold.
Janabek in like 2 rounds or something? Like motherfucker got
Yo,
starched.
dog, that dude always has to get the shit beaten out of him to lose the fight. So yeah, Edgar's gonna beat that fucking guy. Like he's gonna beat that guy.
Bro, I
He's
wish
gonna knock
Edgar
that guy
fought
out.
Hot Rod. I think Hot Rod would have fucking
Nah, Hot
sparked him
Rod,
in
Hot
4.
Rod would expose him. You see what he just did to Vosdick. He would never fight a guy like Hot Rod. Hot Rod is all
And the
wrong for
thing
him.
about Hot Rod, when he got dropped by Vosdick, I believe it was the first round and shit, he composed himself and shit and did his job too. So, yeah, man, I don't think someone like Berlanga can compose himself if he get dropped.
Nah, I mean,
But you see
and
him banging his
wasting,
gloves together while he's laying
wasting,
on the mat.
wasting money on guys like Hitchens and Berlanga, that kind of, for the guys at the zone, all those promoters, because Marco thinks that Zuf is going to take over, and shit like that is why I think they're not going to take over. You can't take over with fucking Berlanga, Hitchens, and Shakur. Who's Shakur going to fight now, fellas? Who's he going to
No,
fight?
bro,
Who
that's the
knows?
thing.
Ryo, Ryo.
You're being too critical of them, bro.
I'm not being
I'll,
critical. I'm just saying that I don't see how you could take over
Yeah,
the whole.
well,
here's
not
I
that,
just
man.
don't see how you could take over with that. Like how?
I'll put it to you this way, right? You know what's the last thing I purchased from the zone, bro?
What?
The last crescendo.
Really?
That was like 2, 3 years ago, maybe.
2 years ago, about 2 years
Two.
ago.
I spent what $75 on that pay per view because Virgil was fighting Madrimov. Okay, cool. It's been 7 months. Paramount already has that money that I only paid once to the zone in 3 years.
Mm.
Bro, if it's gonna be like these fighters, bro, Richard Hitchison, I don't like him, but I'll watch him for $10 a month, bro. The
I
zone you
get
have
that, but
nothing.
I don't think because of that you could take over. What
Yeah, I
the
agree.
one thing that Oscar said that was true is that they're not gonna keep spending money like this. Are you fucking crazy? 2 more years I give them of spending money like this. Two more, the max. They're not gonna keep spending money like this. And at the end of those 2 years, one, you better have a stable because you don't have long. At the end of those 2 years, you better have a stable and you better know what to do with them because that's all you got. I don't think Turkey's gonna keep fucking kicking out this kind of money for Connor Ben and shit. Like, no, dog, no, that's
Yeah,
not
I
gonna
mean the
last.
Conor Ben thing, I didn't really get to, but I could see, you could sell out a stadium, which is stupid. They should have had him fight over Ryan, fight him over there, but whatever.
No, pero
But
también you spent all that money for Connor, ¿verdad? So
yeah,
that
that's I
Ryan could,
didn't agree with that.
so that Ryan could come in and knock him out. How is that good for
I hope
Sufa?
Conor knocks him out. I hope Ryan is
No,
just
Ryan is
overconfident.
gonna not. Yo, look, it's not about liking Ryan or not liking. He's gonna knock him out, bro. Like, yeah, he's gonna.
I
That's a
said
easy
that when
pick.
he fought Rolly, so there's hope. There's hope. Yeah.
Not because Rolly chose to box and use his jab. That's not Connor. Connor's an action guy. He fights like you said something about his mother at his best. Like that's how he fights. He fights angry. He's gonna walk into that left hook. Like, yeah, he's gonna walk right into
Yeah,
that fucking
Connor
shit.
fights like somebody told him chinga tu madre.
Yeah. He walk like he fight like you said something about his cornrows or some shit. Like,
Yeah.
dude is an action guy, bro. He's gonna get knocked the fuck out. So
Connor fights
think
like someone insulted his blonde hairdo.
yeah, he fight like you said his cornrows is fuzzy like Beanie Siegel's or some shit. Like
They don't even hit hard. Be going crazy and shit.
I mean he definitely not gonna hit hard at welterweight. He ain't fought there in 4 fucking years. So
He's gonna
yeah,
look like a fucking dried out piece of beef jerky the day of the
you
weigh-in.
look like a fucking raisin, bro. Like a fucking raisin with blonde cornrows. Like so. Like that's an easy pick. So think about that as a purchase. You guys paid all this money to be able to poach that fighter from Eddie, but in the end, where's he gonna fight? In America. And what's about to happen? He's about to get knocked out. How is that a good thing for Zuffa? How? Marco?
What makes it
Yeah,
so sure?
you might as
What
well
makes it
have
so sure that Ryan wins that fight? Because even Bud picked Connor.
Bud picked Connor because he doesn't like Ryan, bro. I don't trust boxers' predictions. Boxers' predictions are usually fucking awful. How many fucking boxers actually make good predictions? It's always loaded shit with the boxers. It's always
You
about whether or
know,
not they're friends.
I see this fight. Now that I think about it, it's a 50-50 fight. There's not a better boxer than the other
Óyete,
one.
tipo, óyete,
Okay, you're telling
óyete,
me
tipo.
that
Que 50.
Ryan is gonna
No, no,
knock out
no
the
te lo voy
guy,
a
the
decir,
one
te
that
lo
he
voy a
lost to
decir.
Rolly?
Ante que you try to convince me, go
Uh-huh.
tell Draft. No, go tell DraftKings that shit. Then I'll
Bro,
believe you.
I'm literally just put Josh
You
up
got
by
money. You
knockout.
got money. No, you got money on Connor is what I'm asking. Do you got money on Connor?
I said it's a 50-50 fight.
La vaina. He's
50
doing that.
50. Bro, he lost
Bro,
to
bro, undefeated,
Rolly. He
undefeated. Where
lost
you
to
at, bro?
Rolly.
Undefeated. Where you at? I'm gonna come whoop your ass, bro. You
Man, stay
Yo,
your ass in
embarrassing.
Duncanville. He ain't in
You
Dallas no more.
Get that vaina.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
You don't believe that shit, bro. You don't believe
Bro,
a
he
dude
lost to Rolly.
who because he was getting tested, bro. He's back on the juice.
Hey, what if Dana don't rob him?
What do you mean?
You ever
If
thought
Dana
about
don't
that?
rob Ryan? Rob Ryan?
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope Dana
Nah.
drug tests him.
I think that Dana's trying to sign Ryan, if anything, just to stick it to Oscar, right? You know, he stuck it to Eddie. He stuck
Yo,
it to Eddie by
stuck it
taking
in his
Connor.
ass.
Stuck it
yo,
right in his
Jules,
fucking ass.
just really quick in regards to that whole thing about Ryan. Someone on Twitter was like literally going on a fucking rant about how Oscar did fucking Ryan dirty and that he's been doing this and that and Ryan's just gonna leave as soon as the contract is up. And I literally went on there and I was like, see, you motherfuckers are literally not adding context to this shit. You guys remember when he tried to make the fight with his dirty ass lawyer without involving De La Hoya with Tank? I was like,
Yeah.
you motherfuckers aren't talking about that shit, right? Like they went out of their way to literally keep him in the dark about making that fight. And then
Yeah.
once he found out, it's like, yeah, you motherfuckers need me to be involved, or if not, this fight doesn't get made. And then I brought up the fact that De La Hoya, you know, when he's bitching and moaning a few years ago about how, oh, I'm not getting paid enough when I fight, De La Hoya went out of his way to give him a higher fucking minimum per every fight
Yeah.
that he fought. And the
Yeah.
motherfucker signed the contract. So I'm tired of hearing this narrative of fucking, oh, they did Ryan dirty. Oh, they screwed Ryan. Get the fuck out of here.
No,
Him and his
I
manager
don't think
did
they did
that.
Ryan dirty. I don't I can't see Oscar's a fucking imbecile in some instances. But when you look at Ryan, like, no, Oscar was right. You wanted to go in there and fight Gervonta. Oscar didn't want you to do that, but you did it anyway. And what happened? You got fucking knocked out, you fucking idiot. You didn't he had all the leverage in that situation, Ignacio, that you know Gervonta needs you because he can't do a million without you. He could get out there and fight Shakur, he won't do a million. He could get out there and
Yeah.
fight Devin, he won't do a million. He only did a million because it was you. And you being a fucking dickhead, you agreed to weight stipulate, a catch weight, and a rehydration clause because you're the money. Now, Oscar knew that, like, to Oscar's credit, Oscar knew that. They're like, nah, we don't need to do this now. He's the older one. We don't need to. So, you know, yeah, I can't say that Oscar fucked him over. If anything, you're a fuck up. Like people, this shit with Ryan and Oscar is old as dog dick. They've been beefing since the Romero Duno fight. That was before the pandemic. That's how
Yeah.
they've been beefing for like 7 years, bro. So, you know, I can't say Oscar did him dirty. I could say Oscar's a fucking dickhead, but where?
But Ryan's a bigger dickhead too.
A huge fucking
You know? Yeah.
a huge fucking dick. Like he is. You've been problematic since Romero Duno, since Jorge Linares. You've been a problem. You've been trying to break away from Golden Boy for the better part of 7 years. You have. But if you would have listened to Oscar, you wouldn't have lost to Javante. You might not have lost to Javante Davis. You had a lot more leverage in that situation, and you sacrificed it because you're fucking stupid. You are fucking stupid, like the rest of the kids in your generation. You're all idiots. But you know, do your thing, cause you doing a stream with fucking Gorlock. Like, bro, like, why is you fucking? You
You talking about Drew's ex?
Yeah, and you do all that. But because he did a stream earlier this week or tonight or whatever with. Is that a guy or is that like a creature? Like what the fuck is wrong with that thing? Is that like
That's
a guy?
undefeated baby mama.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I don't know what that Gorlock person is. I don't think that's a human being. To be honest with you.
No, I think that's a skinwalker, bro. That's a fucking alien in disguise, bro.
But yeah, I mean, he is a dickhead. But no, I can't say that categorically that Golden Boy failed Ryan. No, you just one of those fighters that you don't want to listen and you don't listen to nobody. And whatever iota of success you have, you feel vindicated. But no, like if you would have listened to Oscar, you probably would have been in a better position because you never needed the Gervonta Davis fight. Gervonta needed that fight. You didn't need that fight. If you would have never had that fight, you would have still had the same options you have now without the loss. Gervonta needed that fight because, well, who else was he going to do a million buys with? Was it gonna, you see that, like, yeah, you see what he doing, So you fucked up, man. Fucked up.
Would you say that Virgil Ortiz is an idiot as well?
Yes, I would say that. I would say that because
But Virgil's an idiot for a different reason because he's stupid enough to let Rick Merrigan and his daddy control his career.
What makes Virgil an idiot is you let them dictate to you what's going to go on, but two, you also tried to backdoor Oscar. The whole reason he hasn't fought this year is tried to backdoor Oscar. You've lost about what 7 or 8 months, right? When's the last time he fought? November of last year?
November 11th.
Yeah. So he's lost 9
so
8
you
months.
lost 9 months and think about it. You lost a whole bunch of time at welterweight. That was excusable because it was because of the rhabdo, but still, you lost a lot of time there. Where it becomes your fault is okay. You did the Frederick Lawson. You did the who's the other guy? Thomas Delorme, Frederick Lawson.
Yeah,
Your first two fights at 154.
The Frederick Lawson, he wasn't cleared properly. They said he had a brain aneurysm, and then another doctor came out of nowhere and cleared him.
Wow.
Frederick Lawson wasn't supposed to fight.
Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't hear that. But
yeah, they try to cover it up. That's why.
You fight those two guys, and I say okay because you've been gone a while, and because you're at a new weight, it's permissible. But you've literally been sitting on an interim title for 2 years. Like, are you retarded? And you can't convince me of anything else because Xander is younger than you. The moment he got an interim, he was on Sebastian's neck. You get it. You sat on it for 2 years. You didn't say nothing. You let Rick do all the talking. You let your father do all the talking. You're another imbecile. You're the one fighting. It's your money. If Xander could speak up, how come you can't speak up? You're doing a little boy shit. Like, I seen the interview he did with Chris Mannix.
Bitch.
Yeah, whose fucking mic is that? I seen the interview he did with Chris Mannix, and you still have the composure of a child where you're almost 30 years old, bro. Like, you gotta, man the fuck up, bro. Man the fuck up. You're almost 30 years old.
He does seem like a kid still. Like, he's still 18.
He acts like a kid. Like,
yeah.
he acts like if he says the wrong thing, his dad won't let him play Xbox. Like, that's how he sounded in that. And like, bro, you almost 30, my guy. Well, but hey, he's another imbecile. Like, yeah, you another imbecile. It's not that Oscar's the greatest promoter. It's more that you guys' problems specifically are caused by your managers. Ryan with Lupe Valencia and you with Rick Merrigan. You would have never lost no time if you wasn't listening to Tricky Rick and his bullshit. But some fighters get it, some fighters don't.
What manager?
And I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. Real talk. Tell us about your work day.
And Jules is gonna think about Frank Martin's next fight.
Fuck that.
I'm glad he's with Top Rank.
What up, Real Talk? How you been, man?
Yo,
brother.
That shit came out of nowhere. Like, what happened to Man Down?
He's gonna be a part of the Top Rank.
Man Down is in Australia,
guys,
getting ready to get his ass kicked.
It's not Shark Week. Finding Nemo is in Australia. I got
There's
the
Bruce.
Steve
tuna
Sherman,
can.
42, all the way Sydney.
Yeah, yeah. I got
Yeah,
the guy,
damn, bro.
the tuna
How
can himself, Errol Spence. I think it's going decision. I don't know if I'm going by decision too, man.
I
Shit,
think
I
he
don't know.
stops Tim Zoo with a body shot.
that's what I said. Body shot.
He looks really good, guys. He's really moving well. I saw him moving in the ring.
I
At
mean,
But
it's
first, like the
just he
first
it's
just
like
15.
talking
Jules
like
said, we
he
need to
talking
see
like
how
he
he
not
reacts to the first
motivated
punch he
though.
gets hit with.
Well,
That's true.
He's
That's
honestly,
just
true.
talking
either
like he when Spence talk, he talking like he's not motivated. Like I
Nah,
don't
he
know.
always sounds like that. You guys need to pay attention. He's always sounded like that. He's always sounded like that.
we need to see which one lands first because both of these guys are probably shot. Well, they are shot. Like
Bro,
Tim.
I
Honestly,
don't know.
I think Spence is more shot because that Crawford beating, bro. I'm not sure that he's gonna be the same guy Saturday night. Whereas Tim's fought multiple times since that fucking
For real,
Fundora
that's
fight, and
true.
he doesn't look gun shy. He doesn't look like he's lacking
That's
confidence.
true.
Yeah, but
You
who is
know,
he
That's
like
fighting to,
fucking
to
true,
get
bro.
back into
See,
that?
if I was Spence, I would have taken like a Brock Jarvis fight. You know?
shit, he could have fought another fucking stiff in America first before you fought Tim Zoo, but motherfuckers trying to
Yeah.
be big and bad,
I
saying, "Oh,
mean,
I don't take
it still be
tune-ups."
out there maybe with Brock Jarvis. You
Bro, he
know,
might
Brock
hit another
Jarvis
car
is
crash or two.
Australian. So it could happen maybe, but I would think, uh, I would think he would pick someone like that. But fuck it, these two guys are fighting. I think Tim is,
So,
consistent more.
just real
Yeah, he
quick
got
to
his ass beat, but still he's
to
putting in
whoever
work.
said that, like, who was he fighting? Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say he was fighting killers, right? But the whole thing about a guy whose confidence has been shot and you want to get him back out there and get his confidence back and start making him believe he can fight again. I mean, that's what fucking Pedro Diaz did. He was looking really good in the last one, even more so than in the first fight that he had with him. In that second fight, he looked a hell of a lot better than he did in the first fight.
Fast combinations, yeah. You look good.
That's why
Well,
I was like,
I mean, it's a long time out being out in the ring. I mean, he should have got like, look at Boo Boo Andrade. He's fighting a bum nobody ever heard of, right? Like something like that, you know?
but at the same time, though, bro, what's it called? Ain't nobody offering Boo Boo Andrade a big name right now. That's the difference,
Yeah, I mean, how
you
much is
know.
he making this fight? Like, really? Like, that's
And then
crazy.
I think it comes down just to like the mentality, bro. Like yeah, Tim got his ass beat, but he tried to get back on that horse and actually come back. Where Spence, you got fucked up real fucking bad, and you took 3 years off, got fat, grew your hair out, went on vacation. It's like you didn't
You were
really you
smoking
didn't want it.
weed,
You know what I'm
drinking.
saying?
Yeah, that's
Well,
that.
like
But
what
that's what I'm saying.
changed 3 years later? You know what I'm saying?
Tim was not like that. Spence was just chilling, living life. He said he was training, but how training? But you weren't in training camp. Yeah, you were doing a little workout here and there, but that was no training camp type
Yeah, that's what
shit.
I was gonna say.
So
Uh, Training and training for a fight are two fucking different things.
My question
And
is
then these
how
dudes here like that. Oh, like they want to talk about how like well Sugar Ray Leonard came back out of 3 years, and bro, like ain't nobody Sugar Ray Leonard out here, bro.
I
Three
was about
years
to
is
say,
three
come on
fucking
now.
years.
no
Sugar Ray Leonard was a once in a lifetime fighter.
That
Errol
was
Spence is not
yeah,
on that level.
yeah, Errol Spence
yeah.
to
That
me
was
was
like
like a
not even
B
a once
plus
in a life, but that
fighter.
was a
Yeah,
once in a history type of fucking
he
fighter,
was a
bro. Like
solid B plus fighter though. Errol, he was a solid B.
Yeah, but like I said,
A
bro, there's a big
minus, A
difference between
minus.
a Sugar
He
Ray
cleaned
Leonard
up
and an
more
Errol
faltering.
Spence.
and my
Oh
thing is
yeah,
like a lot of these
it's a
dudes,
whole
like
different.
a lot of these American fighters, you see that y'all really only want to unify and go undisputed in the lowest division that y'all can possibly get to. And then once y'all get to higher divisions, all of a sudden it's not about undisputed. It's not about unifying and shit.
No, it's about
Like,
getting overpaid.
Yeah.
yeah, so like I don't have
That's
a whole lot of
true.
faith in
I mean,
Spence.
shit. Look at Boo Boo Andrade. He's fighting for peanuts and not bitching about it.
Well, with Spence, like that's why I wrestled with this prediction for so long, is because he only took the fight because of the money they offering him. It's not about belts no more. If it was about belts, you could have fought Sebastian, what, a year ago, right? Year and a half, 2 years
Yeah,
ago?
Yeah, didn't
what
he get in the
happened?
ring
Yeah, he
with
got
him?
injured or
Yeah.
what?
If it
He
was
got
about
injured.
belts, if it was about belts and shit like that, you would have fought him. If they giving you 7 or 9 million, because those are the two numbers that are out there for Tim, who got fucking pancaked, like, yeah, like, of course you gonna take it. So I don't really know why he's back aside from money. And guys like that tend to lose. It's just that Tim, Tim, you got fucked up a lot. Like, you got fucked up more than
Yeah,
him.
he did,
You
bro.
got fucked up a lot. Like,
Yeah, fuck left and right like a $3 hoe out here and shit.
So if Ronnie has him out there boxing, yeah, he could win that fight. So I'm going with Spence, tenuously. I'm going with Spence. Yeah, if you get out there, get on your toes, use your jab, you could win that fight. He sounds focused. I just watched a snippet from the press conference. Hey, he sounds focused, He sounds like he's ready to rock and roll.
Damn, bro, 3 years. That's a long ass time, bro.
It is. I mean, if he lost, I think it's better for boxing if Tim wins. It's better for overall. Yeah, it's better for boxing. If Errol gets that 7 or 9 million, bro, he's not fighting again after that, because who would he fight?
There's a lot of people for him to fight.
No, there are not.
He could fight Boots. He could fight.
No.
Texas.
Do you guys hear? Do you guys hear yourselves? He can fight Boot. He can fight Boots.
No,
so what do you want?
definitely not.
No, man, maybe Laura at 160.
Virgil in Texas is a big fight.
No, listen.
Rematch,
These guys, I'm going to say this. These American fighters are not like British fighters or Russian fighters or Japanese. They don't have that. Those guys, there's a thing where they'll do it because, like, fuck it, why not? Fuck it, I'm here. This is what I do. That's not how Americans take a fight. Americans won't take a fight they won't win. Errol will not take a fight with fucking Boots. Hell no, he's not going to fucking do that. And he's not.
Take one with Laura, you think? Or
Laura will probably beat him.
Yo, the other thing is, if you if he took a fight with Laura, who besides Country would give a shit? Who would fucking care that he's fucking fighting Laura?
Yeah, I mean, who? What are they going to give Spence? 150,000 and a Cuban sandwich to fight him? What the
fuck? Hey, wait! Don't forget the Cuban sandwich comes with an empanada appetizer, man.
No, now listen. Now seriously, think about it. If you look. If he were really like all the way back, if it were a true blue comeback like Sugar Ray Leonard or like Floyd Mayweather when he came back from the 2-year layoff, this is not that. If this were a real comeback, even if he were like, okay, I'm gonna keep fighting people after that, Brody, you don't win none of them fights. You don't beat Boots. Hell no. I don't even think you beat Sebastian at this point. No,
I
don't think you ever.
Virgil would run through him, like, bro. Virgil would run right through him, bro. Like, he's gonna come right at him. Errol's gonna engage in the pocket, and you're gonna get fucking flattened, bro. There's
run right through his ass.
Outside of this fight that he's about to have, there are no other winnable fights. I don't know. Maybe Jesus Ramos for the WBC, and even that one, because like, yo, Jesus is young, bro.
I got Ramos on that one.
I got Ramos on that one.
He would be reliving worse trauma than Tim Zoom relived the trauma the second time he fought, Fundora, man.
I'm saying? I really think it's a one and done. I do not think he's going to fight after this. I think he just wants to retire on a high. Yeah, I don't want to retire getting the shit beaten out of me, getting the orange juice beaten out of me by fucking Terrence Crawford. That's what I think it is. Like, yeah, one last hoorah, and then I'm out of here, and I'm going to just play Nintendo all day.
Well, look,
when he went into the ring, he looked like caramel. When he left the ring, he looked like a tomato. I'm like,
do you actually think... Do you actually think this guy is going to get off the couch after 3 years?
Yeah, because
he's not even going to be the same guy.
Shelton, they said he's on roids again, bro. Good fella.
Damn. I don't give a damn what he's taking.
Ronnie Shields.
He's not going to be the same guy. Listen, he's not even going to be the same guy that fought Ugas.
Wait a
He's not
minute,
even
Shelton.
that guy.
Wait, Shelton. Wait a minute. Tim is not the guy that he was. Neither. Don't you see Tim going through a fucking identity crisis? He wants to be American. He wants to be Cuban. Now he wants to be
Right.
Australian again. He's going through a fucking identity crisis, bro.
Right.
He's not
But
the same guy
Ricky,
neither.
but here's the difference. But here's the
kind of
difference.
changed him, man.
Even
Come
though
on,
he's
that's
lost a
different.
couple fights, he's been fighting. This other
He
dude
can
has.
knock the beat out of
The
him,
only
though.
thing I get with this is like, Tim Zoo's been in training camps while fucking Spence hasn't been training like that. You know, he hasn't been in a training camp since.
I'll go back to my original point, Shelton. I think it's better. I think it's better for boxing if Tim wins for the simple fact that he will keep fighting after that. And he's a fucking moron. You can convince him to go fight fucking Boots, and he'll fucking do it. I'm fucking Tim Zoo. I'm fucking Tim Zoo.
Don't you think Tim Zoo's fighting at world level is kind of over after that second Findor fight?
I do. He's another. Look, he's another one. You done been there
Errol's
and done
not at
that with
world level.
Sebastian.
That's the problem I'm having with y'all.
Neither of them are though.
Errol is not world level, bro.
Shelton, the Zayas that just lost the Boots, Tim doesn't
Beat the
beat
shit
him.
out of Errol.
Tim. Oh no, I'm talking about Tim. I'm talking about Tim. Tim don't beat Zayas.
He beat the shit out of Tim too.
That's what I'm saying. Neither of them are world level. Neither of the. This fight is who's more shot to shit, me or you.
Yeah.
Basically,
bro.
Yo, have to clip that. You have to clip that and put it on the score.
And I will say this on Errol's behalf. I gotta say this. We know for a fact that if you hit Tim Zoo hard enough, he will quit.
Yeah.
Errol got beat to shit. It took Errol. Now think about this. Wrap your head around this, fellas. It took Errol 3 years to come back from one ass whooping. That's how vicious that ass whooping was.
That's true.
But he didn't quit. He didn't quit.
On the other coin, the other side of the coin, Shelton, you can argue that the beating that Tim took in the first Sebastian Fundora fight was just as hellacious. It was just as hellacious as what Errol suffered, but he didn't quit. And the thing with Tim, I agree. Yo, that dude made you quit on your stool. That was the last time you fought Sebastian. You quit on your stool. You absolutely did. But you know what? After 3 losses, it didn't take him 3 fucking years to get his dick hard again, did it?
That's what I'm saying. It took him 3 years to come back from one ass whooping. Just one.
Yeah, that's true. But Ring IQ, one thing I don't understand is he was doing good in that 7th round. Why did he? Those last 10 seconds were hellacious and horrible. The combinations were piling up, but he was hitting Sebastian Fundora with some good overheads. Why did he?
The success. If you remember the fight, you can go back and watch it. He was only occasionally getting in with a good shot. He was taking a lot of punishment to land that one. Land that one overhand, he was getting hit a lot. And this is like, I think Bakram really, like, Bakram was like getting hit by a train for him. Like, I can't keep getting hit like this, bro.
That Bakram fight,
Did you hear the first thing he said in the post fight was, "What happened?"
Yo,
he didn't know where he was.
He's like, I don't know what happened. What the hell happened? Could he fuck me up like that? Crikey. Fucking crikey.
And he quit. To answer your question, he quit against Sebastian because that shit hurt. He's like, hey, man, I can't take this.
Oh, yeah, he didn't even feel it when Bakram hit him. Of course. That makes sense. He didn't
feel that.
I think
he had no idea where he was, bro. He had no idea where he was.
Rounds.
I'm going with Errol, Shelton, to win a points decision. That's who I'm going with.
I don't see. Here's my problem. I can't go with Errol on points because I don't know. After 3 years, can Errol make it through a 12-round fight? I don't know.
My counter is: Does Tim have good jab defense?
The thing is that he does this mummy thing. He does a mummy. He does this mummy thing where he just if you go back to watch Tim before he gets annihilated by in those 3 fights, he used to do a mummy thing where he would just jab out of the high guard, and if he could get back to that, he can win this thing. Like the focus for Tim really has to be come at him hard and fast early, and don't let him settle in. That you have to do that off rip. You are risking getting hit, being the one that initiates. But at this point, you can't pretend that you're something else. Tim, you are not a fucking boxer. You're not a boxer. You a brawler. You a bruiser. You a bruiser and you a brawler. So do what you good at and jump on him. You don't want Errol to settle in, because once he settles in, he's gonna beat you because he's got that amateur pedigree.
Let me ask you this. Now, this is what I want to ask you.
I think Errol gonna be at his body all night.
Do you think Errol really punches hard? Do you think Errol punches hard?
No,
I don't either.
I don't
think he has to though.
Hey, question to y'all. Somebody in the chat said something interesting. He said, Errol's on the road. He may have to KO Tim Tszyu because he might get robbed on the cards.
Oh, definitely. If it's a close fight, a 12-round fight, yeah, he ain't getting no none.
He's already down 4-0.
Wait. Here's the shit. I agree, especially look, you're in Australia, but when you got 2 shot to shit, like these guys are shot, fellas. Like these guys are shot, bro. Those beans are burned. Like, they are, bro. This is the kind, like, trust me when I say this, that I think we're all gonna like this fight. I think it's gonna be fun. I'm going with Errol by decision because I'm a bitch. You understand?
I agree.
Because I'm a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
In all actuality, Tim could be shot enough that Errol don't have to hit hard. Tim is fucking shot to shit, bro. You probably don't have to hit him hard to knock him out.
Well, for both of them, the beans.
Who Tim reminded me of?
already.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Tim shot the shit. Last time I checked, they stopped the Fedor fight, and he was still trying to fight. In the round before they stopped it, he was landing some really good shots.
He quit. He quit on his stool, bro.
No, he quit.
Yeah, he quit.
He quit.
We're talking about
He quit.
You're probably
He
talking
quit
about
like
the
Uber Andrade.
He quit on the stool. I thought the team stopped it.
Nah, he quit.
No, he quit.
Nah, he quit.
They asked him, "Do you want to fight?" He said, "No."
No, I'm getting fucked up. I gotta go home. I'm getting fucking killed.
Wait.
You're such an asshole.
After which fight did he get married? I think it was the Bakram fight. It was a couple weeks.
No, he got fucking He got this. Wait. He got annihilated. And, like, that wasn't your decision, Tim. Bakram made that decision for you.
I think.
Yeah, that was exact. Bakram made that decision for you. The Fundora fight, the last one, he quit. He didn't come out for the 8th round. He quit.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Shelton.
Jules, you know who he reminds me of? Do you remember the Fernando Vargas that fought Oscar De La Hoya?
Yes,
he reminds me of that guy.
Yeah.
Shot shit. Just shot.
He shot the shit, bro. It's just who's on one end.
Hold on, Jules. Hold on.
Wait. The thing is, okay, Errol hasn't fought in 3 years, right? We know that he got really, really fucked up. Those 3 years, he could have healed. He could have healed because you ain't been getting beat. Tim has been getting fucked up for 3 years, bro.
Yeah,
That's
years,
long.
Tim's been getting
Getting
beat
fucked
up.
out, bro.
Yo,
Hey,
Jules,
but
but real
Errol's
quick,
older.
let me just make a quick comment on what he said about comparing him to Vargas. I don't think that's an apt comparison, and I'll tell you why. Vargas was notorious for blowing up in weight in between fights and then killing himself to make weight. And the problem with Vargas too was he fought guys who literally were like murderous punchers. I mean, he fought Tito Trinidad, he fought Ike Corte.
Yo, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's not like Bakram was in there tickling Tim either, bro.
No. But what I'm saying is the reason that it's not an apt comparison, and the biggest reason to me is that Vargas didn't live the lifestyle of a fighter, whereas Tim does. That's why I think Tim is a little more well preserved.
How do you know that?
Bro, I know that because Vargas used to live not that far from here.
I ain't talking about Vargas. I figured you from California. You know, ain't know about Vargas. He's an Oxnard.
Based on what we see, they don't look like Tim be drinking and partying.
No. You know how I could tell you why, Shelton, because he gets fucking destroyed. He gets destroyed by Fandora in the rematch.
Yeah.
It didn't take
Yeah.
him a year to come back. It didn't take him.
Didn't.
He came back in a couple of months, and then in 3
Yeah.
months, the last 2 fights that he had, the Dennis Nerja and the Vasquez kid, he had 2 fights in 3 months. Yeah, he lives like a fighter. He had 2 fights in 3 months. He lives like a fighter.
Point
Hey, got a
taken. Point
question,
taken.
Jules, and everybody. Hold on, one second. Is Errol Spence still representing Frank Martin, or is it just fighters first now? William
No,
signing
it's
the
fight-
contract?
it's
Frank Martin
fighters
just
first now.
signed a multi-fight deal with Top Rank.
Here comes Vargas. That's what That's what they're gonna do. Emiliano Vargas versus Frank Martin. 2 fights from now. Book it. What the fuck else? What the question? What the fuck else does Top Rank have going on at 140? Nothing. So if you sign that guy, it must be for a reason.
Emiliano Vargas.
Emiliano Vargas.
Yeah. How does that
You got
fight
nothing
go?
else
How do you
going
think
on?
that fight goes?
You look. The Vargas
Good
kid.
night.
I said this yesterday. Boxing. I can't tell what he is. You're not fighting nobody. Like I can't tell. He's fun to watch, but
He
you
looks
ain't
good.
fun.
He's still
Yeah,
a
he ain't
prospect.
fun
He dresses
nobody.
nice, huh?
He's still a prospect.
Yeah, like he's got a lot of mousse in his hair. If you want me to tell you about
Yes, hair looks
Vargas,
good. He
he's
dresses
got a lot of
nice.
mousse in
He
his
wears
hair.
the right boots.
Right?
He looks nice and shiny.
Right? They baby oiling him. I mean, I can't tell you a whole lot about his career. Who's he fighting? Who's he fighting?
I've never
Okay.
seen these guys before.
I don't trust him. If you wanted to tell me something about fucking Vargas, the next thing you should do, get him Steve Claggett. Get him that guy. Why? Because then I can measure him against Teofimo. I could measure him against Adam Azim. Adam Azim just beat the fuck out of Steve Claggett. He just did that shit easy.
I got one for you, Jules. What about Sandor? Put Emiliano in there with Sandor.
Yo, listen, he's losing to Sandor.
Nah,
He's
Why is
losing
he
to
losing to
Sandor.
that's a
Sandor?
horrible
Sandor's
matchup for
average, and
Vargas.
he's a superstar. Wait a minute, you
Is
told me
it
that Fernando
no,
and
Shelton,
Emiliano Vargas is a superstar.
it's a good litmus test. I'm just saying, if you did that, it would have to be because you don't like Emiliano. Because nobody looks good with fucking Sandor. Nobody looks good with that dude, bro.
Boxer. Yeah, he's boxing.
But then stop pushing him down my throat and saying that he's elite and he's a superstar in the making.
Jules,
Because you're
I'd
not a
rather see
superstar in
him
the
fight.
making.
I'd rather see him
You're
fight
not a
Michelle
superstar
Rivera
in
or
the
Elvis
making.
Rodriguez
Fighting
first before
Yeah, let
he
him beat the
fights
shit.
Frank Martin.
Yeah, Shelton, like you want to get the kid killed? Let him beat the shit out of some fucking Dominican barbers, bro. Like
You are
yeah,
not
Elvis.
a superstar in the making if you're
Oh my
fighting the fry cook from Tabs.
Yo, listen, bro. Sandor retired Mikey Garcia. Arguably
Yes, he
beat Teofimo Lopez.
He beat
And
Teo.
if we're honest, he beat Puello too. Remember he fought
did beat
Puello?
Puello. He did beat Puello.
He should have beat Puello.
Yeah.
He should have beat Puello. And you
Yeah,
want to
no-
throw him? You want to throw him in there with Vargas? Yeah, you just don't like Vargas.
Yo,
That's
Jules,
what that is.
Nobody
like
likes
it.
fighting. Nobody likes
With
What I
fighting
don't
Dom,
like
you
is
just
this.
stated, right?
It's not
the real
Vargas.
life
What I
version
don't
of
like,
Dom Flamenco.
what I don't like is when these
For real,
guys,
Jules.
when they crown these guys before they done anything. That's what I don't.
Well,
I
you
don't
know,
like
all right.
been like that, too.
Where I have Emiliano at least on my GPS of boxers, he's definitely better than a Nico Ali Walsh. Can we agree on that?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's better than that guy.
Yeah, by far.
He's better. Okay, let's take it up a notch. He's definitely better than Edgar Berlanga. We could say that, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
He's definitely better than that guy.
Okay. So we're getting somewhere. But above that, like I said, 140 is not like a barren wasteland. There's a lot of killers in that division. Like
Yes,
there's a
there
lot.
are.
So you haven't fought one yet, and that's why I'm looking at you like you haven't fought one yet.
But let's be honest. What's he got? Like 17 fights, Jules?
Yeah.
14
So he's.
knockouts, something like that.
I got a 20 fight mark, Shelton. I have a 20 fight. Unless you're a decorated amateur, for the average boxer,
Right.
I have a 20 fight mark that look by fight 20, you need to be fighting somebody serious. If you're not, then I know why. If you're not, I know why then. because you can get
You got
because they
that
know.
Brandon
If
Reed
you're not,
fucking
you're
record.
Brandon Ree.
Bro, that dude fought 30 fucking guys standing outside of the Port Authority, bro. That's that dude's
Hey, put
resume,
some
bro.
respect on my
For like,
boy
Hey,
Brandon
Jules,
Reed.
Jules, that hurt me bad, man. 2 weeks ago, I was watching that. I'm like, look at this dude, man.
yo,
This
I
dude
mean,
don't
like,
even want to
Brandon look like
fight.
he can do.
He didn't even
So
want to
wait,
fight, bro. He was,
as soon
oh
as
my
soon
God.
as they matched him with some guy who was angry about something, he fucking lost, bro. As soon as they fucking dude, like, fuck, man, I got that parking ticket. I'm gonna take it out on Brandon Reed, and he got fucked up.
so so wait, so
But,
Jules,
Fucking
but
parking
what made
ticket.
it so sad, bro, what made it so sad was he was doing well in the first 4 rounds. He was looking real good. And then
Yeah,
he got hit with a punch.
He's a club
And it was
fighter, and
all
he's a
bad.
Brandon is a club level fighter. Like Brandon was an
Yeah,
experiment. If you mix
right.
a Mexican with a South
With a
Korean,
Korean guy.
you know what are you gonna get? And we see what we got. We got Brandon Reed. Shout out to motherfucking El Talibano. Do a Jai Opataya impression. I just want to fucking kill him. I just want to fucking his face. See, like the difference between Jai and Tim, it's not that big a difference. Tim just always sounds confused. I don't know what happened. What the hell happened?
Opataya, see, what people miss about Opataya is that he really is not a nice guy. He's not a
Yeah, he's
nice
not.
human being.
He's
He's
not. Like you
mean.
could see that. Like
Very
you could.
fucking
We'll
mean.
fucking get him. We'll fucking kill him. And you know, I just hate the way they're treating that kid because he's caught in the crossfire of this anti-Zuffa shit. They're like, bro, that dude just want to fight everybody. If you a boxing fan, then you should be on his side because he just want to fight everybody, bro. He's not asking for a lot. He wanted to fight Zerto. He wants to fight David Benavidez. How the fuck is he the bad guy? And they say, oh, we shouldn't have went to Zuffa. Well, where the fuck else was he gonna go? Nobody offered him nothing. Nobody offered him nothing.
It's true. I love Jai Opataya. He's one of my favorite fighters. He's really good.
You
I
know,
enjoy his fights.
it's just and that's why talking boxing with your typical American boxing fan, you have to get ready for a lot of ulterior motives, a lot of agendas. Nothing is ever said in good faith. They're like, how could you say that Jai fucked up by going to Zuffa when no one, not Golden Boy, not Top Rank, not Queensbury, nobody offered him nothing. So what the fuck was he supposed to do?
Apparently, he was supposed to be like fucking Boo Boo and jump on the boxing voice.
No, he's supposed to go fight at the Mohegan Sun, bro. Now he's supposed to go fight at the Mohegan Sun.
Yeah, dude, I could have went and seen him fight, bro. Hell yeah, bro.
Does boxing have a 401k or a retirement plan?
No.
Okay, so that means
Sports doesn't. I don't think combat sports doesn't.
So that means if they don't have a 401k or retirement plan while you're boxing and your name is worth something, you should probably go to the person that's going to pay you the most money, right?
Yeah, that's how it usually works. But right now I'm on some bullshit. Fuck that. I want him to fight for NES so I could go watch him at the Mohegan Sun. I would love to see.
That's why I say that the arguments made against him are made in bad faith. Because if you ask these guys, well, Matchroom didn't want to re-sign him. Golden Boy didn't offer him nothing. Nobody offered him nothing. What was he supposed to do? They don't care. That's why it's in bad faith. Like, where was he supposed to go? Zuffa's literally offering him more money than he was making at Matchroom. And you telling him, yeah, you supposed to turn that down. Go fight at the Mohegan Sun. Go fight at Foxwoods in West Virginia. Go fight at Foxwoods. Fuck out of here, bro.
In West Virginia, bitch.
In Australia.
It ain't?
Stay in Australia and fight some
Foxwoods is in
hotel.
Connecticut, just like Mohegan Sun. They're like 25 minutes from each
But
other.
don't they got like different Foxwoods and different places? I know there's a Foxwoods out here. There's a casino
It's a
out
casino, right? Ain't it a casino?
Foxwoods is in Connecticut, bro.
Ain't it a casino, though? Isn't it a casino?
There is a casino off to the west out here, bro. I'm telling you, it's Foxwoods or something, but there's a casino out here. So
Jules, question. With the lawsuit, how do you think that's gonna go?
I think they're gonna settle because the thing is
they're gonna
this.
reinstate him as champion. You think?
I absolutely. Me and Brim, we both been saying this. I think they're gonna settle because, look, it's not about winning or losing. The longer you drag this out, the more expensive it becomes. Zuffa can afford this. IBF cannot afford
IBF
this.
cannot.
They cannot. They're based out of fucking New Jersey, bro. They cannot afford this, bro. So the quickest fix that gets it, takes away that problem, just give the fucking guy his belt back and fucking relax, okay? Just give him his belt back and fucking relax.
And the add on the Jews part, I said the only other thing that they would do is to have him either give him the belt back or have him fight the winner of the people that they have put a vacant title that's supposed to be upcoming.
And the other thing is, it's not. I could tell you right now that look, there's a reason that they stripped him about 5 months ago. At any point in those 5 months, when he fought Brandon Glanton, they stripped him.
Yeah, but I'm saying the first time they stripped was when he fought Breeders. Remember? No.
When he fought Jordan Thompson. When he fought Jordan Thompson.
Strip him the first time. Yeah. Why did they strip him?
Look. The first time they stripped him was even more retarded than now. The first time they stripped him, it was because he didn't fight Mayris Breedis. Even though him and Mayris Breedis told the IBF, we are gonna fight. We've agreed to fight next year. And they still stripped him so that he could fight Breedis next year and beat him again to win the title back. It was fucking retarded. This.
I've been dicking him for a long time.
This is simple. You guys have a bad history. You cannot afford this lawsuit. It's not about whether or not you can adequately defend yourselves. It's what does this cost you? Zuffa's got money up the wazoo. They can afford to go to court and stay in court. But can you? The short answer is no.
Isn't he their longest waiting IBF champion? I've only seen him with the IBF title.
And he fucking loves the worst thing is that he loves the fucking IBF. Like he loves being IBF. He takes that belt to the grocery store. He loves being fucking champion. And this is how y'all
do
him.
Love him though.
Hey, he's giving the grocery line with the
Hey, Jules, isn't Zuffa owned by like Sella and TKO?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, they got money out they got money.
Wait, and the WWE, Shelton.
Oh yeah, they got plenty of money. They got plenty.
They could be in court all fucking day. They can be in court all fucking day, just dragging this shit out and fucking with y'all. But can y'all afford that shit? The short answer is no. And for what? So that this guy doesn't get his belt back, so that you can make an example out of him? It's more trouble than it's worth.
When I think IBF, I think Jai Opatara anyways. Like he's really the face of their sanctioning body. I don't.
Yeah, and they've been doing him the dirtiest.
Yeah, since Errol Spence, it's been Jai Opatara for me, honestly. Ring and IBF.
So just think about it. That I think they're going to settle. Another reason I think they're going to settle is because that situation kicked off about 5 or 6 months ago. At any point in those 5 or 6 months, you could have gave the belt to Vidal Riley, but you didn't. Likely because look, you crown another champion, you got to stand on this now. If you give that belt to somebody else, you got to stand on this now.
But didn't they order a fight over Riley, a championship fight for the title though?
Yeah, and they ordered a fight between Vidal Riley and Chris Billum Smith, but not for the vacant title, for interim status.
Oh.
And you saw that Chris said, "Nah, fuck that shit. I don't want that shit." He went to Zuffa. And he fought the fucking Ryan Rosicki.
So it's at a standstill right now. There's nothing going on right now.
Yeah, if they look, the thing is, if you wanted to, the highest ranked contender is Vidal Riley. So if you wanted to, you could just elevate him to champion. The reason you haven't is you need to keep that door open to give that fucking belt back. Like, yeah, you keep that door open.
Give the belt back and just order the fight with Riley.
At which point, Riley will not take the fight. Because nobody want to fight that fucking dude.
I think Riley will take it. I think Riley will take it because the money.
Dog. He's not taking. Nobody's fighting this fucking guy, bro. Nobody's.
You would have to pay Riley. You would have to pay Riley Zuffa money to fight that dude. Ain't nobody trying to fight.
Well, he signed the Zuffa though. They'll pay him $2 or $3 million. He'll take it.
My guy, Riley is not taking that fight. I could tell you that right now. It won't be Riley.
All right, 10 push-ups, 25 push-ups on camera. That if they offer the fight, if they offer him a couple million,
10 push-ups, and he has to eat 3 slices of bologna and do the secret fucking handshake. Like,
no, I'm saying you got to do 25 push-ups if you take the fight, motherfucker. If it happens, if it gets presented to him and he doesn't take the fight, I get on camera and do 25.
Why would you think Vidal Riley would take that fucking fight? Nobody wants that fight, bro.
You know why I
You
think he's gonna take the
predicting
fight? 'Cause I
an
think
Yes,
absolute
Zuf's gonna
beatdown.
pay him. Zuf's
my
gonna pay the
guy,
money
my
to
guy,
pay the play.
my guy. Riley is a good UK level fighter. Like he's UK level, good UK domestic level fighter. That if you put him in there with Chris Billum Smith, he might outpoint him. Yeah, he's good. He might be good enough to do that. But that Jayo Patel, you're not doing nothing to this fucking guy, bro. Like
Bro,
this
they give
guy
him
is.
2.5 million. He gonna take it, bro.
Yeah, all right. Keep thinking. He's not going to take the fucking fight. You know another reason he's not going to take the fight? He's with Matchroom. Matchroom won't send it. Matchroom's not going to send him over. As much shit as Eddie Hearn has been talking, he's not going to send him over, bro. He's going to no. We'll go over here. We'll do this. Don't you fucking worry about it.
For
I'll
that
sort you out.
money, though, I don't know, man.
I just wait. Give it 3-4
I'll say
months.
it's
He's
60
not
40.
taking
It's
that
60
fight.
40 in your favor. It's 60-40 in your favor, but I'm willing to put it on the
He's not
line.
taking that fight. He's not. They'll find. It's gonna be some nondescript fucking Estonian or some shit. You know those fucking guys. They'll fight anybody. There's nothing in their country but cattle. You know, like they got nothing. Yeah, I'll fight him. You know, it'll be a guy like that that fights Jai. The problem that Jai has is
Ain't nobody jumping up and down to fight that dude.
nobody. And I don't. You know, even with everything that's going on, I still don't think David's gonna fight him.
How do you think that fight goes? David and John. That's a
Oh, that's.
scintillating
I mean,
fight.
like I got my pick. I got Jai. That's not a hard one to predict. That's not a hard one to.
Really?
Yeah, because Jai moves. If you look, I broke this down already. Jai is not a guy that's just gonna stand on his whole foot and fight you. He's gonna move around and walk you into something. And then once he does that, then he'll move in. His best punches are straight punches. Now, to David's credit, I actually do think David is better on the inside than Jai, but getting inside is the problem. You can't get inside without him throwing some shit at you, bro. This is not Zerto. This is not, this guy moves. Watch all his fights. This guy moves. He counters. His best punches are straight. And he's a southpaw, which also that's not good for you. I have Jai knocking him out. That's my pick. If they fight, I have Jai knocking him out.
I do too.
For you American boxing fans, for you American
Jules.
boxing fans, this is not David Morrell, bro.
Yo, for real, for real.
Yeah, that's true.
The main thing is that look, this is not a guy who's gonna stand in one spot and try to tough it out with you. Like the way Zerto fought, it was like all the shit that you had learned, you just threw it out the window. You didn't get on your toes, you didn't move around, you didn't use your jab. All the shit that he learned training with Julian Chua. Well, look,
with Zerto, once he gets hit, he's gonna revert back to being Zerto.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said, Shelton, that because he sparred this guy so much, it's in his muscle memory to fight this dumb fucking fight. Like you did the opposite. You did the opposite of everything you were supposed to do. Whereas Jai fights like that normally. He normally gets on his toes. He normally works off the counter. He's normally jabbing. You don't have to. It's not an adjustment for him. That's how he's always fought. So it'll be David trying to come forward. It'll be David trying to crash the pocket on him. And I see Jai catching him. Yeah. David's best bet would have to be, look, Jai doesn't have a great gas tank. He doesn't have a great gas tank. He does gas out after the midway point, but you have to survive long enough for that to happen. And I don't think you do. I think Jai knocks him out. Yeah, he'll knock him out. And I'm confident in that one. I'm confident. Jai knocks him out if they fight. Problem is, I don't think they're going to fight. David's going to go fight the fucking Armenian who's got all the moose in his hair. That's what he's about to do. About to go fight that fucking guy.
And you got to remember, Jai is just as mean as David. David's mean, but Jai's mean as well.
I think Jai's mean. Look, that dude fought. That dude fought with a broken fucking jaw in two places. That's a different kind of guy. Like this
broken
dude
on both sides.
Fighting.
2 places.
He couldn't fucking talk after the fucking breeder. So his shit was just hanging. That's a different kind of cat, bro. And David, you don't hit like that. You don't hit like that. Not like that. So I'm gonna smoke this cigarette. Fellas, take it away.
Oh, guys, we have to talk about Joe Frazier's nephew making his return. Charles Bad News Conwell. I didn't even realize he looked so much like Joe Frazier. He fights like him too.
Hey, Conor McGregor voice. Who the fuck is that?
Is
He on
guy?
that Zuba card,
is
ain't
that good or
Come
bad
on,
though?
bro. No. He's on the Zapata Roach card.
he? Roach.
August
Is
1st.
that good or bad though? And what weight is he at?
He's still at 154.
154.
He's the dark horse of 154. That guy's dangerous.
What's his fucking name, bro?
Charles Conwell. The guy that
Oh,
ended
Conwell.
The
Patrick
guy
Ewing.
who lost to Garcia. That guy.
Yeah.
That's a Styles matchup, bro. Garcia was a weird one.
Who is he fight? Who is he fighting, bro?
I can't tell you. I don't know. It's a comeback fight. He's been out for a year.
It's
Exactly.
basically
He's fighting the damn
his
pizza
opponent
delivery
is
guy. Okay.
Tomato Can City.
It's been a year. He came off his first loss. Let him get his feet wet, you know. And then he might call out Boots or something like that, and that's a circulating match.
Is he at least on the main card?
Yeah, he's on the main card. I think.
Yeah.
I want to say so. But let's not forget that man. That man's a dangerous man. He ended Patrick Day. He's nothing to be played with.
Well, Garcia made him look like a pussycat.
Well, Garcia's 6'1" with like 78-inch arm reach. Is a weird fighting Mexican, inside tactical savant. He was good.
Well, y'all told me that Zayas ain't that good, and Zayas beat the shit out of him.
That's a good point. Zayas is very underrated. He's a really good fighter. Zayas is a really good fighter. He just ran into a bull. That's how he ran into a bull.
No, I'm just telling you what all the dudes that hate Boots Ennis was telling me. Zayas ain't that good. He just had them two. They gave him them belts.
Unpopular opinion.
All right, whatever.
Unpopular opinion, brother. Bud is trying to piss me off, bro. I swear he got a platform and he's just talking all kinds of shit. He's not saying anything true. This guy said on the ring champs, whatever. He said, "Oh, Devin came to 147. He asked for Boots, and then Boots dropped his belts." That's not what happened. Boots said he was going to move up and he was going to drop his belts. A week later, Devin said he wants to fight.
Somebody actually said that? Somebody actually put that out there?
Bud, Terrence Crawford said that. This guy's like, oh, what Devin said he was going to come to 147 for the titles. Boots said, I'm leaving the division. What the frick are you talking
Bud didn't
about,
say
bro?
that. I know Bud
I
didn't say
swear
that.
to God, he said it. Go to Ring Champs, bro. It's on Twitter, bro. He's been saying a whole bunch of
Twitter. Yeah, I don't have Twitter. Yeah.
Man, Crawford's been pissing me off with the stuff he's been saying, bro. I don't understand why he's talking like this. He's making a narrative that Boots is ducking Devin of all people, man. I'm like, why?
Yeah, I don't think because Boots, I don't think he ain't ducking anyone. I mean, Devin right now he's at 147. He got to do things there. I don't see him moving up, or he talking about he wanted to fight Zayas, but Boots fought him.
Yeah, he was in the arena. Why didn't he jump in the ring?
In what way, shape, or
He would have jumped in the
form?
ring if Zayas won, right?
Look,
this is what I say, bro.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. In what way, shape, or form would Boots actually be worried or scared of Devin? I mean, come on.
If you don't like Boots Ennis, you don't like boxing, bro. I'm serious. If you don't like Boots Ennis, then you don't like boxing.
Like, he's giving you everything you want, bro. You want knockouts, you want action, you want combination punching, you want footwork.
I mean, I like Boots too, but I've been saying Boots, he should have never even took that Karen fight, even the rematch. He should have been moved up already. That motherfucker looked like a skeleton in the closet at 147. He looked better at 154 than he looked at 147, and it just shows. Too, it's showing. It's gonna show too.
So let me ask you guys this. So let me ask you this: who beats him at 54? Who do you guys see beating Ennis at 54?
I ain't got nobody beating.
Nobody beating him. I got Ennis beating everybody.
Yeah, like Ennis needs to be outsized by somebody to beat him at this point. But that's only because, look, the talent pool from 154 to 160 is kind of bone dry. I mean, you think the only guy you could give a decent shot at maybe beating him, maybe, is Virgil, and that's just because of his power. That look, if he hits you the way that Xander hit you, he'll do a lot more
I
damage.
mean, look, Jules. I mean, I can't see it because I mean, I haven't even
No,
seen the
I don't
power.
see it. No, I don't see it round one. I'm just saying if he gets in,
Oh yeah, that's true.
I think he'll get clipped before he gets in. That's how I have that fight. Like, yeah, you're gonna get clipped. Even in the Madrimov fight that he won, look at his face. Like, you was getting hit. He's getting hit in that shit.
He got dropped, and I mean, they said a slip, bro. He got.
That was Bochuk. That was Bochuk. That was Bochuk.
Oh,
Hey, boxing nerd.
Madrimov did.
They counted it though.
Yeah,
Hey,
it
boxing
was-
nerd.
Yeah, go ahead.
You gonna like this, Broham. You right about Bud saying that it did boost Duck and Dev. That ain't right. That ain't that the timeline and what transpired. He ain't Duck Dev. Nah.
No,
I mean,
Bud just seems like he's saying
it
stuff,
ain't
bro.
even that. No, but look, come on. No, who the fuck ducks Devin Haney, bro? Like,
Yeah, but Bud basically said
fuck
that.
out
But Bud basically
here,
said
bro.
that. Bud
Yeah, but
said
he
that
just
basically.
but he's being petty though. Like, nobody's Boots is gonna why? What's Devin gonna do? Tickle him? Oh, come
He
on.
go hug him for
Yeah,
fucking
like,
12 rounds.
Devin has and I'm not a Boots guy. I don't want to sound like a Boots guy. But Devin doesn't have nothing. He has nothing for Boots. Nothing. You have the right style, but you're lacking in every other department. Yeah, you don't have the output, you don't have the strength, you don't have the size, the length, you don't have the durability. Yo, if Ryan did that to you with a couple of left hooks and you kept getting hit with the same punch, if Ryan did that to you, I don't think Boots has to hit you that much to keep you down. Yeah, I think he can hit you one good time and you'll go down.
Yeah, I mean,
one good time.
Come on,
I
Jules.
think-
Hey,
What
let me
time,
ask you
Jules?
guys something,
What?
man. Let me ask you guys something right quick. What retired motherfucker don't talk shit and say
Ring.
stupid shit?
Exactly.
What you think about?
Exactly.
All of them do. All retired people say, I would have
Yeah.
beat everybody. All these
Yeah,
dudes
but
ain't
boxing
shit.
nerd gonna be
Blah, blah,
but
blah,
boxing
blah,
nerd is
blah.
gonna be very upset with this
We're
if we
gonna
talk about
Trey.
Boots.
Go ahead, Trey.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Trey fell off. Trey fell off. Yeah, like Devin doesn't have anything for Boots. The only guy that I look at right now that maybe has a shot, and it's not a good one, but he does have a shot because if he can get inside, like, look, Boots is vulnerable on the inside. We've seen, like, we didn't just start seeing it either. Like, he gets hit on the
yeah,
inside.
that Taylor fight. Dude, you know,
He
he got robbed.
the Avanesian fight. The Avanesian, he was getting hit in the Avanesian fight.
Yeah,
He got hit in the
so, he
Zayas
got
fight.
clipped the same way.
If Virgil could get in, then yeah, you might be in some shit because that's his sweet spot. That's where he does his best shit. Thing is, like I said, I really think Virgil gets clipped before he gets in. Like, yeah, you're gonna get clipped, bro. Like, Boots is faster
Yeah, the
than you.
Virgil fight don't go past 7, bro. It don't go past 7.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
I
don't walk
think
in
he'll
into some
stop
shit.
Virgil.
And
I
another
think he
thing,
will.
Jules, too. I don't think Virgil's really swatting like that at 154 anymore.
Nah, I mean,
He starts lubing, but what is lubing at that point?
yo, who the fuck is lubing, bro? Who the
Lubricant?
fuck is lubricant lube job?
Bro, you
Bro,
guys are horrible, man.
Brandon Adams did a better job on Boachuk than Virgil. Think
Two
about that
times
shit.
in a row.
The first time he knocked him the fuck out. The second time he just beat the dog shit out of him. Like, for those who didn't see that second fight, Brandon beat the dog shit out of
Beat his
Sergey.
ass, bro. Like every
So-
round he's putting paws on that boy.
You know what? Mind that fight either, Virgil versus Brandon. That's a great fucking fight.
Yeah, that's a good fight.
That's a great fucking fight. I wouldn't mind
That's
that
a
for the
fight he should
fall.
try to do in the interim, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
Everybody
you
else
got
is
the
swerving
interim,
him.
but defend that shit.
Yeah, but what's happening with Bakram? My favorite boogeyman.
Bakram got what happened? Bakram is still on the IBF route for those that don't know, and they ordered a fight between him and Aguiarco. But Aguiarco, I ain't gonna say Aguiarco did the slick shit. I'm gonna say Josh Kelly did the slick shit, and they volunteered to fight him to defend the title against him. So he got to skip Bakram instead of fighting in a final eliminator. You get to fight for the title straight away as a voluntary. I think Josh and them did that so that they don't got to deal with Bakram again. Because Bakram is still on the IBF route.
Well, Bakram's 2, right? Bakram's number 2.
Yeah,
And they
he's
know
still.
So
Bachman
Badu
came off
fighting
that
him number
long
one, that makes the
layoff,
man though, so he
and
can
they
go straight
snuck
to the
that
boost fight. You don't have
victory
to
in.
worry about Backrop.
They know Bakram ain't been doing nothing but staring at that wall in his apartment and jerking off like he wants that rematch, bro. Like
He wanted Freddie
You think
Mac
he'll
so
win the
bad,
Yeah, I
rematch?
bro.
follow him on IG. All he's doing
yo,
is hitting the bag and stuff.
the shit is Josh won that rematch by the skin of his teeth. He was fading, remember? He got knocked down in the 9th.
Yeah,
He
he
was
just
fading in that fight. So he
yeah.
won that shit by the. He started off really strong and amassed an early lead. So that's why you won. But he was fading in that shit. And I'm not convinced that Josh wins the rematch. Like, nah.
I don't think he wins in any other country though. That's the thing. I don't think
Jules
he wins in
Bachram
any
has
other
been in
country.
his fucking garage
Because he
training
doesn't
and
fight
shaving his
in
back
particular
hair.
in any other country.
Right?
Bachman jacking off in his
I mean,
Hey,
garage, man.
Julius,
Bakram ain't the
I
kind
ain't
of
seen
guy
the
you find in
picture.
a club, right?
No.
So,
I
go
hit
ahead,
you with this
Shelton.
one, Julius. I'm not sure he's gonna win Saturday.
Nah, he gonna win that one.
He gonna win that. I seen Aguiarco. I seen he'll
Yeah,
win that one. He'll win that one. He'll
but
win.
you know,
But
Josh Kelly has them lapses like in the Avenesian fight where he just I don't know what he
yeah,
does.
no. You're because that's why he lost to Avanesian. When he
Yeah.
fought Avanesian, he started off okay. Like he actually, and he has those lapses where he just get hit with some shit, and he get hit with some
He
shit.
be gassing too. I think he be gassing out.
Yeah,
Cause
Boots is gonna
he
get
moved too
Boots.
much. Yeah.
He's gonna Boots is gonna get him. Boots is gonna get him. And it's a good scalp. Like, look, he fought the boogeyman that nobody fucking wanted. Nobody wanted Bakram for a year and a half. He fought him, he beat him, he deserves respect for that. But Boots is
So
gonna beat him. Boots is gonna
yeah.
beat him. Like, it's not a hard pick.
The Josh Kelly's very fast in the first 6 rounds. All you have to do is continuously go to the body,
Yeah.
and he'll fade.
And the other thing is that all that movement, he avoids all that damage by moving, but moving costs energy too. To move that much for 36 fucking minutes? Because you don't knock people out, Josh.
Yeah.
So that costs energy too to move that much. So, he definitely gas. He's got a gas tank problem. So, Boots is gonna get him. I'm not worried about that. Virgil is the one that's fucked. Like, nobody anywhere gives a fuck about you, Virgil. Sebastian don't give a fuck about you. Boots don't give a fuck about you. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Now, this is what you should do, Virgil, because I know your father listens to me. Psychic fucking vision. I know your father listens to me. This is what he need to do, senior. Forget about 154. It's over. It is fucking over. You go to fucking 160, fight the fucking Cuban. You can beat him. The only way you get a head start on these guys and get at a
Laura?
belt. Yep. He can beat Laura.
Yeah.
He can beat Laura.
He
Don't
could
get
be
cracked.
he could be Ammo Williams too.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ammo about to fight Vito, right? At 160.
Vito
He better not lose
Melnicky.
it. He better not lose a
Vito's
veto,
gonna
man.
beat him up.
Yo, listen. He
He
better
better
not
not.
lose to fucking Vito, dog. Like, you better not, bro. That Vito is a club fighter if I ever
Vito
seen one, bro.
Malnicki.
That dude is a club
Who's
fighter,
who's
bro.
worse, Jules Cornflake or Vito?
Yo,
Oh man.
Cornflake. I mean, they ain't that different now. They ain't.
Gandolfo, bro.
Vito is basically Cornflake when he was young. If you really technical, like, you just young. You young Cornflake, bro. You Frosted Flake. He's Cornflake. You Frosted Flake. Same shit. This is fucking same shit. Different toilet, same shit.
Vito's special K.
Yeah, he's Kellogg's, bro. He's fucking Kellogg's, bro. But
Hey man, what you think about
good.
what you think about Fulton getting a road to the 3-way?
I think that helps. I honestly believe that helps Liam more than Stefan because Liam is tall for his division. He can carry that 3 pounds and it ain't shit. But Stefan is short and stocky. That 3 pounds, okay, so you have more to bring to the fight because you didn't have to cut the 3, but that's a two-way street. That also works for Liam. The difference, he's taller than you. And he's bigger. Like, Liam is big for these weights. Like, that dude got height. He got length. Remember, he was taller than Navarrete when they fought. He was taller than him. So it's like, I think that helps Liam, if anything. That I have Liam winning that fight. Like, I would be shocked if Liam don't win that fight. I would be shocked.
You gonna be shot? Oh look.
yo, this dude put Navarrete on the canvas, bro. They had
he's gonna squeak Fulton.
It's a different fight though.
It is because Stefan is a boxer, right? So check it out. This is the long. Let's make a long story short. Stefan is a boxer. At his very best, he's a mover and he'll box, right? But you're not tall enough to do that with this guy. You can't fight him from the outside. He's too tall to do that. So your only other option is to fight him on the inside. Well, you're not a puncher, Stefan. You're not a puncher. What, you're going to beat him up? You're going to knock him out? You couldn't do that to Oshaki. I don't think you're going to do it to this guy. Outside or inside, I don't see how you beat this guy. Unless he has that explosive diarrhea that people in New York been getting. Liam Wilson wins the fight.
Oh no, I think I'm gonna take Fulton, man.
I'm gonna take. No, I got Liam in that one, man. And he's coming off a loss. He ain't even fought since the fucking Foster fight. He ain't even fucking fought. I don't see how you win this. You can't box him from the outside because you don't have the length to do it. And you're not a puncher, so fighting him on the inside is not really a good idea either. And we know this guy can crack. Like, yeah, if he fucking put Navarrete down, this guy can crack. And it wasn't, the other thing is, it wasn't like a flash where like, oh yeah, you was getting your shit beat out of you. But no, he was fucking Navarrete up in that fight. Like, he was fucking him up.
He was, bro.
So, yeah, I got Liam, bro. I got Liam.
Yeah,
I got him. You know. And yeah, now on that note, I'm fucking going to sleep because I'm old and I'm tired. And I'll see you tomorrow for the big ring return of Demetrius Andrade.
Hell,
Peace.
fight.
Peace.
Fellas.